Today we're going to look at the SteelSeries Aerox 9 wireless optical gaming mouse. Probably one of my soon-to-be favorite moose. Anyway, love the mouse, and I'll give you a quick little walkthrough. This is part of the Best Buy Tech Insider Network Review program. So without further ado, take a quick look at this guy. Um, what can I tell you? The main thing about it here is all of the available buttons on the side that allow you to program um, really just about any function. I'll show you a live sample of this in a minute. That's available right there on the mouse. So that's one of the things that make it special. But the other thing is it's extremely lightweight and extremely fast and responsive. Couple of highlights from the website. Of course, you can look these up yourself, so I won't waste a lot of time on it. But there are 8 buttons that can be programmed for just about any function you might like. It claims to have up to 180 hours of battery life. I haven't used it for 180 hours, so I can't confirm or deny that, but so far so good. The other thing I really like about it is that it supports both wireless dongle connectivity, right? So you've got the little USB-C dongle, comes with an extension cord, um, or you can flip a switch and have it be Bluetooth as well. So to me, that's great. That flexibility, to not always have to carry the dongle, or if I forget the dongle, um, it still works. It also works without the dongle in wired mode. So I don't know if it has all the bells and whistles. I didn't test that, but when I first plugged it in to recharge it, I was able to use it while it was charging, which is nice as well. It's got a nice long cable, so USB Type A on one end that you plug into your computer, then USB Type C on the other end that you plug in either the mouse to recharge it or into the little adapter that weights it down for the dongle, which is nice. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. A little bit from an unboxing standpoint, it's got a nice sturdy feel to everything. It's well packaged. As I mentioned, it comes with a nice long cord. The mouse itself, you can see, and the dongle for wireless transceiver. Just a couple different views. When you get it, or even before you physically connect it, it's probably a good idea to install the software. So it's the SteelSeries engine for Windows or Mac. I'm running it on a Windows PC. You'll see in a minute. It was nice right away. It told me when I plugged it in what the percentage was that was charged. So I've got an easy indicator to know if the thing is charged or not. And it also immediately found an important firmware update to install and step me through that. And this is kind of where all the magic happens, right? So you can, through the software, um, configure these buttons to do really just about anything you might want. Additionally, there's 3 lighting zones, so you can determine what colors or effects you want on each lighting zone. So I'm not big on effects. I do like the lights, so I've got static blue on the front 2 zones and red on the underneath, which you can see here, depending on what camera you're looking at. And then to go through the software and to set up the particular buttons, it's pretty straightforward. So, you pick the button that you want to modify, and then you can control what that button does. Is it launching an application? Is it firing a keystroke? Is it running a macro? So really there's an infinite amount of programmability to that mouse, as well as just amazing speeds, right? So 1200 CPI works well for me. My son loves to game at 3200 CPI. It's too fast for me. But anyway, that's the setup of it. You saw it in some of the pictures, but to just give you a close-up, right? You've got the buttons on the side, the programmable lights. It's basically see-through, which it looks cool. I can take or leave, but obviously, the reason they do that is to reduce the weight and keep it as light as possible. So I've programmed the buttons on the side to number one button to be the space bar, and then 3, 6, 9, and 12 to be Q, E, F, X for certain features. And again, my disclaimer, pardon my horrible gameplay, but you can see just by pushing the button on the side here, I can run these effects. Um, I like it. I think it really makes just a huge difference. If I want to do a force throw, I can do that by just pushing the 2 button. I don't have to take my eyes, figure out on the keyboard where the E is. So it really brings a high level of uh, modifications to your game, improvements to your game. Again, the software, they call it Engine, and you can control just about anything from that. So if I wanted to, let me pick a button I'm not using here, 11. I just have to do a checkbox of what I want it to fire from an alphanumeric perspective. Or if I don't want, I can use things like spacebar and backspace. I've got symbols. So really, they're just grouping this as different functions on the keyboard, different modifiers like shift and control and so on. Do I want to play once or repeat it 10 times or whatever, right? So I think there's going to be a great way to really improve my horrible gameplay. It feels more intuitive to me than a controller. For whatever reason, your trusty gaming controller here, I can't get the hang of it. But keyboard is better, but then I feel I'm not doing anything with my right hand other than moving around. So this really gives me a better hands-on feel for that. I don't know what else I can tell you. It's well packaged. It's reliable. It feels good. It feels like it's sturdy and it's going to last a long time. The roller ball has a really nice feel to it. Um, I've tested, I don't know, 15 mice over the past 2 years under this program, and I promise you this is my favorite one yet. So take a look at it, see what you think about it. Hope you enjoy it, and that's all she wrote.